Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez.
And this is Johnny Rodriguez, and you're watching the Video Game Masters.
And today we're talking about this awesome game I discovered not too long ago. We're talking about Dragon's Crown Pro.
Dragon's Crown Pro? Sounds like a good one.
They're all good ones, Johnny.
Yeah, like Final Fight Streetwise. Or X-Men for the Sega Genesis.
Well, I can't really say too much about Final Fight Streetwise, but hey, X-Men for the Genesis was a classic, okay? I know the game was a little tough and stuff like that, but it was a classic, okay? And what about you and your weird taste of games? What about your Capcom Fighting Jam? Or what about your obsession with Clay Fighter?
Hey, Clay Fighter was good. Don't be talking shit about Clay Fighter. Anyways, let's check out Dragon's Crown Pro.
Many things lie within the ruins of the old Elysian temple. Some quiescent, and some far less so. An ancient dragon spoken of in myths is said to have destroyed the Elysian civilization in one night.
Dragon's Crown Pro was released for the PlayStation 4 in 2018 by VanillaWare and Atlas. It's an HD port of the original Dragon's Crown released for the PS3 and PS Vita back in 2013. The game takes place in a town within the Kingdom of Highland. You visit several locations as you embark on several quests, eventually leading you towards the Dragon's Crown.
You have 6 characters to choose from. You have the Knight, the Amazon, the Elf, the Dwarf, the Wizard, and the Sorceress. They all have their different styles and attacks. You can either jump in and bash some heads with the fighters like the Knight and the Amazon, or you can cast magic spells with the Sorceress and the Wizard. The magic users in particular have to make sure to charge up their mana meter to keep using their more powerful spells. You also have 2 computer-controlled characters that follow you around. Ronnie helps you unlock treasure chests and doors, while Tiki the Fairy helps you find items or points out where you need to go to further the story along. The locations you visit throughout the town of Highland include Morgan's Magic Shop, where you can buy magic items or get them repaired or appraised. In Kanan's temple, the monk can help revive the dead, since you run into piles of bones throughout the game that you can bring back to him. These revived heroes can help you out as extra computer-controlled fighters, so that's pretty cool. The Adventurers Guild informs you of several quests you can choose to take, and you can also purchase special skills, either ones that work for everyone or character-specific skills. Liu Kane's Tower has the Wizard help you with things related to rune magic, and the castle helps spur the plot along as there are requests asked of you by the Prime Minister and later on by the King. Of course, the place you're going to visit the most is this Magic Gate on the outskirts of town. This is where all the action happens. This place takes you to all the different stages full of all kinds of monsters and mythological creatures and crazy bosses.
While the actual stages you visit play like a beat 'em up, there are a lot of RPG elements, like leveling up your characters and obtaining better weapons and other special skills. The treasure you collect during gameplay can be used to buy more items after each quest. At later stages, you can even ride animals and use them to attack the enemies. You can find food to replenish your health and weapons like the crossbow.
Once you get halfway through the game, the magical gate you use to enter various worlds is now broken and will send you to random locations. If you make it this far, you actually unlock the online multiplayer mode and can join other players on several quests. Now at this point, the stages now have 2 different paths, some of them with a higher skill level and more powerful and dangerous bosses. Oh, and there's also this real cool cooking minigame. Not only is it kind of fun, but it also helps refill your health, and hey, these brave warriors gotta eat too, you know.
Make my medium rare, will ya?
And here are my thoughts on Dragon's Crown Pro. This is a fun game. Even though it's technically a beat 'em up, I love the RPG atmosphere, complete with a narrator. I didn't even know you could change the narrator's voice to the individual characters. That's kinda cool. As for the characters themselves, I like how they have a different playstyle if they're a fighter type or a magic user. Do you just rush in and bust some heads, or do you fill the screen with giant tornadoes? I remember there's some backlash back in the day due to some of the character designs, especially Morgan, the Sorceress, and the Amazon. They really brought the sexy back in this game. I mean, just look at them.
Yeah, the women in this game sure are, gifted in certain areas. Just look at the Amazon. Her dice can even give Chun-Li a run for her money.
I know, right? You can even use the cursor to click on particular areas on Morgan. The graphics and backgrounds are amazing, bright and colorful, and full of detail. I especially like the boss fights since some of them are very creative. One of them has you activate a giant golem, and you have to protect it from all the enemies as it slowly heads over to fight another golem. Another one has you fight with pirates while you're trying to grab a magic lamp to summon a genie. As long as you're holding the lamp, the genie will attack the enemies, but if the pirates get the lamp, now the genie's gonna attack you. I love it. It's a pretty fun game, and there's still online support for it today, so it's worth checking out. I guess the only minor nitpick of the game is how you have to play halfway through the campaign to unlock the online multiplayer mode. It's pretty weird. I don't know why they didn't do it from the start. Like, when I found out the game was the online multiplayer, I was looking over the place, the different menus. I'm like, where do you turn this on? I didn't know you have to make it far enough in the campaign to unlock this, and it's just weird. Like, I don't know why it wasn't there from the start. It's like, imagine playing Streets of Rage 4 or Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and you have to, like, make it through level 6 or something to unlock the online multiplayer. That's just kind of weird.
You exterminated the aberrant Doom Beetle colony.
Well, it does sound like a good game. I'll be sure to check it out.
Alright guys, and that wraps it up for this episode of Video Game Masters. This is Mark Rodriguez, and I do want to say that, as you can tell by the super awesome posters in the background, I got this Turtle Arcade game thing, and I got this cool Michelangelo art print from some time back, that yes, for the next episode, we're going to get the gang together, and we're going to be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
And this is Johnny Rodriguez, and it looks like the next episode will be a really good one. I can't wait.
Hell yeah, you don't want to miss it.